Hey, what's up, guys? So we just had Betway Premiership action. It was Orlando Pirates at home going up against CS Galaxy and them winning 2-0, deservedly so. I'd even argue comfortably so because I thought defensively they were so good. I just never felt that like they were going to concede, that's for sure. So big ups to them again, the 3 points. They're up to third place at this current moment as it stands, so which is kudos to them. Slight criticism that I have of Orlando Pirates. They've been really good lately. They've been really, really good, and I take nothing away from them. But there's a slight criticism I have. Orlando Pirates have played 7 league games so far this season, and they've only scored 9 goals. Now that's not good enough. Yeah, that's not good enough. When you look at the firepower that Orlando Pirates have, when you look at a Mufukeng, when you look at a Polis, when you look at a Moremi, when you look at a Sibilivili, when you look at a Mbule who can come on, when you look at a Mabasa, when you look at a Mahopa, when you look at all those sort of players that they have, they need to be scoring a lot more than they have been. And when you look at the other teams as well, for example, like a Sekuni United, they've played 2 more games than Orlando Pirates, but they've scored 13 goals. And Krobel has obviously played a role to that. Now here's the big one. And I talk about the big one because this is the guy that you sort of have to beat in order to get to the league title. Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns have played 3 more games than Orlando Pirates. But here's the key difference. The number of goals that Mamelodi Sundowns have scored already is 17. 17 and 10. Whereas you find an Orlando Pirates that have played 7 and only scored 9. Now, when you look at that goal scoring ratio, it's not good enough for Orlando Pirates. You guys are going to have to do it. And here's another thing that I want to just point out. I'm going back to last season. If you go back to last season, the season that Orlando Pirates sort of pushed Mamelodi Sundowns all the way till May, but ended up still not having to win the league and ended up being like about 12 points behind Mamelodi Sundowns. But here's the key difference between the two sides. Mamelodi Sundowns, 28 games played and 65 goals. Orlando Pirates, 28 games played and only 43 goals. 43. So that's about over 20 goals behind Mamelodi Sundowns. So the clean sheets, you're all right. Like clean sheets, you are good. Like I can see Sipo China is going to keep a lot of clean sheets this season. I can see that happening. I can see Mbogazi having to be great this season in terms of being defensively. I can see Levito is adding in there, no doubt, and CM as well. And you still got other defenders that could come back, that's for sure. But the problem that you have is if you're not scoring enough, you sort of putting pressure on the defense to always be on the game, and of course they have to be on the game. But you're always having to put them on. They have to always be like at high level in terms of defending. Whereas you can kill off games, and then it can be a little bit more comfortable. It can be a little bit more comfortable, and that's what I'm seeing. So I look at even today. There was a point where it was just 1-0. To Orlando Pirates, comfortably so, no doubt. But there was that one thing where the ball was coming, Super China should have caught it, but then the TS Galaxy player, I think it was Matlambi or something, hit it. And then you're just like, ooh, see, if that had gone in, it would have been 1-1. And it was 1-0 for such a long time. So the only criticism I would have of Orlando Pirates this season is defensively, y'all are solid, man. Y'all are solid. I would even argue to say you're one of the best in the league. I'd probably even say you're probably the best in the league. But you put that defense too much under pressure if you're not scoring enough. So 9 goals in 7 is not good enough. And especially considering the fact that you're competing with Mamelodi Sundowns for the league, you gotta score more goals. And you've got the firepower to do it. So that's the only thing I would have to say with the Orlando Pirates. Fix that, and I tell you something, that league maybe. Please subscribe, share, and I appreciate everybody that supports my content.